Well, thank you for coming on the Red Carpet Round Table.
Of course, yeah. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Can you tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
So my name is Ricky Montez. I've been acting. I think I got my SAG card in '07. I don't think I took it serious though when I got it, and then maybe a few years later I started taking it more serious, and then as I got older, I had kids, and then I got my kids into it because they needed a young dad with kids, and then my kids build a lot of credits, and now we do a lot of stuff as a family. We do a lot of commercials as a family, so that's basically what we've been doing for the past 5 years. A lot of family commercials. Got a V8 one running right now, and an Ashley furniture running right now.
Hmm.
So it's pretty cool. It
And
keeps busy.
what made you get into the entertainment industry?
I don't. I'm from Northern California, so it's not really where I'm from. I mean, I was born in the Bay Area, and then I moved like an hour east, and like smaller town, and that you don't really hear about people getting into this type of business. But I remember when I was like maybe junior high, I always would joke I want to be like an actor, just with my mom, but never really thinking about it. And then went to college out in LA, and then kind of from there met a manager. He got me set me with agents, stuff like that. But I think I just always had like a passion to do acting. I'm silly, so I think that's kind of tied into that wanting to become an actor.
Wow, amazing. And being in the entertainment industry, you have to have a thick skin.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
like a really thick skin. I think that's like I don't understand. That's like the hardest thing for like I think young actors to realize because you do so many auditions, like so many auditions. When we're trying to schedule this, I'll have a callback. We're shooting. We just don't know, So I think just having be okay with the process because I know trust the process, everybody talks about that, but like I remember I remember when I was younger in my 20s, I was and it happens to this day. I was on three avails for a commercial. So I'm like, okay, I'm booking one of these jobs. I'm booking one of them. And some of the jobs are like it was me and another person. Two out of three people are going to book the job. And there was two out of like five people were going to book the job, and then I didn't get any of the jobs. And I'm like, dude, this is crazy. And you want to quit as a young person, and you see it. Maybe you see other people booking, and you're like, man, it's not going to happen. I don't even know. I should quit because it's tough. And I think you just got to stay with it because a lot of my friends that been doing it since when we were in our early 20s, mid 20s that are doing it, they are doing it, full time as their career now, So I think just having thick skin, even in 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 June, we had that book did the Ashley commercial. It's running right now. And then after that, we're on avail for another campaign, and then another campaign, and then I was on avail for another thing. And then I'm like, all right, cool. This summer is looking good. And then I didn't book any of those other ones I was on avail, so it's kind of crazy. And then I was on another veil. It didn't book it again. So it's like it's just a crazy process. So I feel like just just having thick skin and getting rejected constantly is what's gonna be a part of it. And just know it. I it sucks to even say this, but when you get like the avails that's or callbacks and you don't book them, you want to book them, but that's you're doing something correct. Correctly. And even just getting auditions. If you're getting auditions, something is working for you. So just if you're getting auditions, just do the best audition you could do, and then just move on and just move on. And if you get a callback or you get put on a veil, a hold or a pin, just be thankful for that because not everybody gets those. Not everybody gets the opportunities to audition, to
Hmm.
get callbacks, to get on a veils or holds or something like that. So that's um just part of the whole acting journey.
It is. You're absolutely right.
Mhm.
It is how do you describe it? A tough environment. It is trying to find the right wording because every guest who I've interviewed have a similar story about being in the entertainment industry. It doesn't matter if you're in the
It's like
TV.
crazy. I always like when people are like, "How is it?" I'm like, "It's fun." I don't get me wrong. I do really enjoy doing this. I love doing
Hmm.
this. I got my kids into it. It's a great industry, but it's just been tough because like the pandemic happened and then
Right,
all
right.
the
And
strikes
that's what I was
happened and
about to
then
say
the
because
fires happened and then
hmm
production moved out of LA. And so a lot of stuff just kind of hit this industry hard that
hmm
it's barely bouncing back right now, you know. So it's, I know like there's these tax credits and then it's barely, getting that's making production come back right
and
now.
that's
So
what I was going to get into with you. Do you believe the tax credit is helping the film industry?
I follow this page on Instagram. It's called Stay in LA,
Hmm
and they post a lot of stuff talking about that, and they're saying a lot of productions are ramping back up with the tax credit. So hopefully that is good, and that really helps LA and other jobs if like crew and because there's a whole it takes a whole like army to do a production, not just like the actor or the director. It's like crew, catering, everything, and it's a great industry, but just sometimes it's tough for every
hmm
job aspect in it. But hopefully that does, bring stuff back to LA and more productions happen and we could just keep, moving and everything like that.
Yeah, and that's hopefully true. Hopefully it comes back to
Yeah.
LA, the film industry. What was the most toughest character you played?
I mean, this is gonna sound silly, but so way back when I did like America's Most Wanted, and I remember when I did the audition, like I read for like the thug role, the gangster of that, and I'm like, dude, this is crazy because they could cast that, they could have actual guys that look more the part, and just going into that audition knowing because when I walked in, back then it was funner, I think, because you signed in. In callbacks now, you go and in person for like commercials, you'll go in person, but a lot of it's is self-tape, even like on theatrical stuff, it's like a Zoom callback or whatever. But back then, you'd audition in front of everybody. You'd go sign in with all the other actors in the room. And I remember signing in, I was like maybe in the middle, my call was like in the middle of it, and you see all these guys that look the part, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like, I'm not gonna get this, but I was like, I just wanted to have fun, so I just went in there had fun like I was a part and I ended up getting it and that was just a fun shoot, fun experience. I met a couple of my friends that are from those jobs that are still my friends today and they're doing well. So that was pretty good. Or sometimes comedy, like comedy stuff. We did this comedy show called Ghetto Busters. It's on Tubi and I worked with a lot of comedians on it and like some big comedians and they're funny, but just being silly with them that was tough because a lot of times on set people had their phones, and my character had his shirt off a lot, so it was like everyone and they were like the producers always wanted to post like little clips and everything, so I had to be like comfortable doing that and being kind of stupid character, so that's like challenging sometimes as well.
Wow, I didn't know you. I knew I played that role because I watched that show.
Yeah. But yeah, that
Yeah.
that was like just silly, and a lot of it was improv. So we did a lot of improv. Me and Christian and Anthony Citric and Concrete, we did a lot of improv and just
hmm
kind of tweak the script. But that was a we just had to be silly on the thing, and then my shirt was off a lot, so that was kind of like oh, and everybody's like have the phones on you and stuff like that. You're like, oh man, this is gonna go, but you just had to look past it and kind of just do
Just
it.
go for it.
Yeah.
Play the role.
Mm,
And for you as yourself,
mm.
as an actor, what have you learned so far being in this career?
I think I learned a lot of patience, just because, like we talked about earlier, like just doing well in an audition and getting close to the part and then not getting the part, and that's like, oh, it's a bummer, and it happened all the time. So I think just having patience and really something I think that's something I learned a lot just in general with everything with my kids and everything. Just, I gotta have patience because who knows when this is gonna happen? Who knows when you're gonna book a job? Who knows when you get the call of an email? Because it could randomly, like when we did that last job, I got the email on Wednesday. Hey, congrats, you guys booked the campaign, blah 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 blah. Go get a manicure, before the shoot on Friday. I'm like, oh, and that's kind of crazy, but it's just you just don't know. Just be patient with it and just keep going forward to it and keep getting try to learn and get better and have each audition be better than the last audition. And that's what I try to do.
Wow. And
And I really
that's
do
what
like
I
all my auditions. I try to do them really well. I do them, I take my time even with commercial, if it's print, anything or theatrical, I try to take my time, really, know the material or look at the instructions for the commercial and really just do it correctly how they want to do it and send a good tape in, and that's how you get callbacks because oh, the tape is great, let's send it to the producers or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
that's for mine and auditions, and whoever I work with somebody to help them out with an audition. I do it like that. So it's just so they have a solid audition. I have a solid audition so when we turn it into casting, they will have it easier opportunity to send it to the producers.
And what's your most funniest audition you've done?
A lot of the commercials they make you dance. Like for some reason you're always dancing in the commercial auditions. So those are pretty funny because my kids will laugh or because I'm doing it, and they're laughing or we're all in it. And so I always say the dancing auditions. And even like way back when like I'd go in like a lot of the beer ones used to do it a long time ago. You'd go in with a group of people and you just dance. And then sometimes you say bring a friend. So I'd bring with some of my friends and we always they'd always have to dance in the audition. So it was just like the dancing in the audition was always funny to me, and commercials I always wanted to see you dance and have fun. So those are pretty
Wow.
funny. Yeah. It's crazy. It's like commercials are you see them on TV when it's like, oh, that was so you just like the Kohl's commercial we did. It's like I'm looking at my daughter holding my other daughter. When you shoot it, you're not looking at anything. You're looking at an X. So you kind of have to like visualize that little moment to capture, that little smile that they want for in 15 seconds or 30 seconds. So even like the auditions are hard because like you have to capture all that stuff that you're auditioning
Mm-hmm.
for in they always say give us like just 10 seconds, give us 5 seconds of what you're trying to achieve in that moment. So it's complicated, but it's not, you just have to have fun. I think just having fun with the whole process really shows like, oh, they're just having fun. Let's call them in for a callback.
Yeah, have fun on set, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
have fun on set, have fun in your auditions, have fun when you're, when you meet the producers and stuff like that, have fun and they can see, oh yeah, they're having fun. They know what to do. I want to work with these people.
Yeah, because they know you're having fun and they they want to bring you back.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, the job that we did on Friday, I'm on hold on a veil for it for the fourth. So hopefully, and they said they like the people. They usually like people they work with prior. So hopefully they use me again on the fourth.
Yeah, hopefully so.
Yeah,
I'm hoping.
yeah.
Any upcoming projects?
We just have me and my friends, we've been working on this project with my friend Anthony, Citric. Originally it was called Big Citrix Big Break. We shot a couple sizzles, and then we shot a 30-minute, 24-minute pilot. It was called Almost There, and then we got it to this director, and this director that they had my friend Vic and Citric had worked with in the past, big time comedy director. We showed it to him and he liked it, and we're like, okay, this is crazy. And so he made me edit it down to like 18 minutes, and then he helped me edit it down to 10 minutes, and basically have like a 10-minute presentation. So he likes it. He says he's going to be on board once we start more. So we're trying to finalize writing, and then we're trying to get that out. And that's like something that we shot it really good. My friends helped us color it. They have a really big post production next to Warner. My buddy directed it, so it looks really solid. And yeah, hopefully that's the next project that we're trying to develop and get done. But
Well,
I
I
have
can't.
some commercials coming out, but that's like one that's like a passion we've been doing for I think for like 5 years, 4 years we've been kind of
Hmm.
working on that.
And what's your most pivoted moment in your career?
I think like having kids, like when I had kids, that was like it kind of just skyrocketed, like with all these campaigns because it just opened up so much more doors because they needed a family with they needed a guy with a kid, a guy with a baby. And so our first thing with my son was it was Disney. It was a Disney baby. So he like his first steps. And then you're in the business so long. Like my buddy that was helping casting. I was busy that day and he was like, I'll just go over to the house and I'll shoot River, walking. So, but being in the business forever, meeting friends that do casting, him coming over and helping me out. Shout out Nick Glitzer. That's my boy. Like he came and he shot River and that ended up booking and then kind of from there more and more and more and more and more stuff. And then each kid started like early and got, you know, I till working till now, So it's like it's and I have five kids that
Oh,
do this in the industry. Yeah.
and if you mind me asking, any of your kids in the entertainment industry?
Yeah, all of them are.
And if you mind me asking, and asking this question because a lot of parents who are not in the entertainment industry, but they want to put their kids in the entertainment industry, do you think there should be a certain age, or how should they approach it?
So for me, it was fairly easy because I was already in it. And then, like I said, they needed a dad with the kid, a family with the kid, a family with a baby, a family with a 2-year-old,
Mm,
5-year-old. This so my kids kind of seamlessly kind of walked in. But if a parent is available, because you have to audition all the time. The auditioning is like crazy. You have to audition so much. But if a parent's available to, take the kid to the auditions at the callbacks, do the tapes and has time for all that stuff, then I think no age is the wrong age. You just any age you're available to do that, get them in. Like my daughter, the 8-year-old, she was in a film that won Sundance. I think it was like Laleef opened Laleef, and she has another movie that she shot in October that's getting its post production, and she's on a watch and advise for a new studio film. So hopefully that goes through. But again, if it doesn't, we just got to keep pushing. But those, my 6-year-old, she was on call. She was on the Mayans. So yeah, it's like you just you know keep going. And my 6-year-old that was on mine, she was only supposed to do one day on it. And then she worked with JD, Easy. She worked with Easy, and Elgin is the director of the Mayans. He's created it, and it's like Sons of Anarchy. So he comes up to me and he's like, "Hey Ricky, I love Ophelia. Can I write her in more episodes?" And I was like, "Of course." So he wrote her in more episodes. So
oh,
it's
congratulations to
pretty
your
cool. Yeah.
kids.
Yeah, they like it. They have fun. They like it. Two of my kids were on that last job that we did, the last campaign that we did. So it was cool. My daughters have they have a Walmart commercial running right now with Stephanie Beatrice. She plays like I think Mirabelle in Encanto. So
Hmm. I've
they're
seen that one.
yeah. So they're in that one. So yeah, so they're just it's good. It's I think like I said, having kids in the family was like the pivotal shift, I think, for me in the career.
That's amazing. Congratulations to your whole family.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
And um, I want to dig into back what we were talking about way earlier about having a thick skin.
Mm.
Um, you know, what motivated you personally to keep going with all the no's and then finally getting a yes?
I, I'm I don't know exactly when, like how old I was, but I know like when you do this, like a lot of people that you talk to probably that are actors, they always say this is like what they want to do. There's no other option for there's no other like plan B. So they just want to push forward and push forward and push forward. And for me, it's kind of like that. Like, but I was already like in it for so long that let me just keep pushing. I can't give up now. There's no way to give up. I'm able to just keep going and going and going. And I just never stopped. But yeah, having a thick skin because you get stopped all the time. Oh no, you didn't get it. You didn't get it. You didn't get a call back. You didn't get it. You got released. You got released. No, you didn't get. So it's like those are happen so often, like so often. And so you just kind of I read a lot of the like actors like bios and stuff like that, and it happens to everybody. It happens to like the biggest stars that they just hit a block where nothing's happening, and they kind of just start having fun and with whatever the audition is, and just move forward. I had friends that like book big films, and then after that they're like, "Hey, I can't book anything right now. I'm thinking about quitting." I'm like, bro, why? It's just part of it, the part of the process. It's like it just happens. So I think for me, maybe it was like 15 years ago, 12 years ago, I was like, no, I'm just gonna keep going. And then as I had kids, I was like, well, I'm just gonna keep going. And there it has been times where it's just like it's tough. Like you're getting so close, you have to pay, your mortgage or something like that. And this is how you make your living. It's just hard to sometimes. justify the work as an actor, but
Hmm.
like, you have to have a lot of support, like, people telling you, like, keep going, your family, your parents, hey, just don't worry, someone's gonna pop,
Right.
just keep going, and then now it's like they're like, oh, I see the VA commercial, hey, I'm seeing the Ashley commercial, all my friends are like, oh, you're on that thing, you're on that, so it's just like I just think it's work. For me, it's just work. It's nothing. It's like, oh, it's like an act. It's not really like I don't really care to, oh, I'm an actor. It's like I just do it. It's my work. It's fun. I like it. And it's like regular work. You got to keep, grinding. You got to keep working. And I don't think people understand how, like, people think, oh, it's just an actor. It's kind of easy. But it's like, it's hard. You have to, like, well, when you shoot, sometimes you shoot in the hot. It's like 100 degrees in LA right now. You have to shoot. Are you shooting right now? It's hot. You're shooting and it's freezing. You're going there. You're going over here to shoot. You're traveling. You're waking up early. Long days. Like, that last shoot, we were there for 10 hours and to get one shot. So it's like you just gotta. Yeah, that we're at a studio. We're getting like matchas and kombuchas or whatever. Like,
Hmm.
but still, it's like a long waiting process where you have to kind of just maintain everything. And if you like, for me, like, I was auditioning for going out for like In Shape. Like, my character was like in shape on the Ghetto Buster. So you have to kind of maintain that if you're gonna keep going out for those type of roles. So just it's a it's a process, but it's fun. I really like it. So I think if someone's able to try it and get into it and have thick skin for the ups and the downs and for this and for that, and I think it's a great it's a great industry to get into.
It is,
Yeah.
100%. And I totally agree with you. It's like a roller coaster.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and it's like when we audition so many times, you make it a great role, and then you realize you get up here, and then suddenly you may just go drop.
Yeah, it's you just don't know,
You
It's
don't
like you
know.
just don't know like
But I
when's
think
the
that's
next.
why I personally believe um, I love social media. And
Yeah,
that's why I believe there's other ways to do it. It's good to
yeah, yeah,
post things on Instagram because um, that's how I found you
yeah.
and other actors. You can connect with people in the social media if
Yeah,
you
yeah, no,
have good
I
visuals.
think that's how it's so, like you're saying, like you meet people that like are willing to help you. You have a podcast and you just reach, hey, I have a cool podcast, and then I seen you follow my friend Anthony, so then I was like, hey, do you know him? He's, yeah, yeah, he's legit. He has a cool, it's a cool conversation. So I was like, all right, so what's up? I'll holler at him. So it's like you meet people through all these
Hmm.
channels, or even I meet people on set where they they'll have other projects that they have, and then you just help them out, and just everybody just is trying to just get a little further in with the career, and they need any help that they could get, and it's really like you guys are working together, so it's a fun thing. My
Hmm.
daughter did a commercial, and the director on it, I became cool with her on social media, talked back and forth with her, and then she's doing a little spot that she wants us to do, to help her out, kind of. So it's like it's not, it's cool, So, and a lot of some jobs, it's like friends now. Hey, I got this
Hmm.
shoot, I got this. You and the family want to do it? You want, you and one of your kids want to do this? So meeting people like that through social media or connecting, talking on social media is cool, And I started posting a lot of my friends from that show, they post a lot on Instagram. They're big on Instagram. So that kind of prompted me to post a little bit. I don't post as much as them because I don't do skits or nothing like that. But they do like really funny skits, and I just don't do that. But but I still post like the jobs, or maybe like some like
Hmm.
BTS or some family stuff where people kind of know. And a lot of times in auditions, they want to see if you have a Instagram or a TikTok just to see what you're posting, I guess. And I just did an audition today, and they wanted to see my Instagram.
Well, I
So yeah,
appreciate you saying great things about my podcast. It means a lot.
no,
Um,
yeah, it's good. I mean, you keep going. I'm sure it's like ups and downs too. You trying to get guests, take the time out of their day to be on it. And I know that's hard to ask because, for someone to hey, can you spend, X amount of time to do a podcast with me? And but you'll get some people that are, I'm sure a lot of people you ask them, hey, you want to do a podcast? They'll say yes. You just gotta, but it's hard, you know. But I know getting on social media and talking, making that initial like connection is could be kind of tricky. But I think
Well,
you
you
should.
know, it's it all comes down to it's a passion. If
Yeah, yeah,
you
exactly,
if you don't love what you're doing, then I tell people, including you and all my guests who comes on, and this is for myself, if you don't love what you're doing, then why continue?
exactly.
You know, and I say that to everybody. It doesn't matter if you're in sports or politics or weatherman, whatever. It's like if you don't love what you're doing, then why continue? But if you
Exactly.
love what you're doing, continue. So you and I, we know we love what we're doing.
No, I love it. Like through the ups
It's
and the
like
downs.
and it's storytelling. It's storytelling. You and all the actors and actresses out there, directors and producers out there, we're telling people stories. And that is the key. You know, when we're telling people stories,
Yeah.
impacting your community or other people's community. And I always look at it when I go see a movie at a movie theater, it may just be me. I don't leave till the last name is off the screen because I want to give respect to every person's name on that screen because they were also part of the storytelling, the film crew, the TV show. They were part of it. Because if you don't
I
have
know
like,
it's crazy, yeah, how many people are in.
right, and same thing when I watch like, I'm gonna just say this, The View or Jimmy Kimmel and all this stuff, and I stay and watch the whole thing because if you're missing one light person or one camera person or one wardrobe person or one person that fix your hair or put makeup on your face or whatever, you can't do it because they're like, oh no, I don't have a wardrobe for this set, I don't have this, I don't have a light, we don't have this.
Yeah, I
And
know.
it's like we can't make it. And me personally, I wish that the audience that who go to movie theater or when they're watching on screen or on Apple TV, Hulu, Netflix, whatever, that people actually think behind the scenes a little bit
Oh
because
yeah, for sure.
they're not being made because of them. It's
Yeah.
yes, give credit to the actors, but also give credit to the film crew.
Oh, I know. Yeah, there's so much people involved in doing anything, commercial, like short film, TV show. It's just so like the commercial takes all day to sometimes two the week to shoot. And I don't and it's for like 30 seconds, 15 seconds. You know, yeah, it could be your vignette could be quick or you could be there all day, but it's still the whole thing takes
Hmm.
a long time to
And
shoot.
people don't realize it. They're like, "Oh, we see a commercial. It's like just like that." No,
Yeah.
it's not. It's like you said, it might be 2 weeks.
It's a long
And
time. Yeah, it's probably like if you think about casting it, it takes from then to shoot. It's like it's a while, you know. So yeah, it's a long process for all this stuff, and yeah, you have to appreciate everybody that's involved, the PAs to the
hmm
art department to they make everything look great for just the setup, you know. That's why I always try to come prepared and be as nice as possible to whoever I interact with on set, so they know that like we're respectful and maybe we'll work again with each other.
amen. And you never know who you run into. Be nice to
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, it's crazy. And like on these some on these commercials, the directors are big time directors. We've worked with like some really cool, like big directors like on these spots. So it's always just cool to be, you know, humble and thankful that yeah, that you're able to do this job and work, you know,
And if you
actually.
mind me asking, maybe you can name one or two. Who did you meet?
So we did a Best Buy campaign, me, my wife, and my son Romeo, and the director was Darius Motter, and he's the one that did Sound of Metal. So he's the one that picked us to do the audition. You know, that's really
Amazing.
cool. And then we did this chase spot, and the director, her name was Child, and her commercial before then was vitamin water with Zendaya.
Wait,
So like
who?
with Zendaya, like
Wow.
her commercial, and then my girls did a commercial with a director from SNL that the Walmart one. So it's you work with huge photographers, huge directors.
Hmm.
They're all just like they're just work, they're all, like a lot of the directors are so cool and have super cool projects that they've done or they're doing and they're all so it's really dope.
It's amazing, and they will remember you.
Yeah, yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Well, yeah,
Congratulations to your whole
if you're
family.
nice, they'll remember you if you're nice.
Well, like I said, Instagram is amazing. You make the connections, you find work, it's a community outreach, it's a support, and that's one thing. I'm a big social media maniac, but that's one thing I love about
Yeah,
Instagram.
I've been trying to get more involved in doing more
Hmm.
social and stuff, like
And
just posting more stuff and
yeah, it's absolutely amazing because when I first started, 2018,
mm,
I didn't really believe it until someone convinced me. And I said, okay, let me do it. Let me see what happens.
yeah.
And I started posting. And I said, oh, okay, this is working. And so I kept going and kept going and kept going. And I was like, oh, now I'm really glued.
Mm,
And I'm staying up late looking at my phone. I'm like, okay, let me keep going, kept going.
mm,
And then I'm like, wow, I didn't know. I'm looking out to other actors in other states, California, Texas, Arizona, Nevada, so on, Hawaii,
mm,
and around the world. And I was like, wow, okay, what, and I just, to me, I felt appreciated because it was a community support,
mm,
but it was a community support from around the world, from other states. You feel their love. You don't meet them in person, but you feel their love. You feel the motivation. You encourage each other. And that to me was emotional, inspiring, and motivation
mm.
because you may see something on a post from another actor and they're like, "Hey, I'm in Arizona. My director's looking for a person." And you're like, "Oh, you're looking for an actor. Okay, you can share that." And it goes on, and you're like, they get so inspired and say, "Well, thank you for
No, they
helping
do. I
me."
even like follow a lot of casting directors too that I
Mm-hmm.
know like um and they always post, hey, we're looking for this, and then hey, I'll share this, and they're like, oh, cool, thank you, like you said, thank you, or even like um we the people that cast us for the Ashley's job, we did this other campaign for them, and it's not out yet, but they had posted it on on Instagram, and I was like, hey, should I submit the family? And they're like, yeah, here's the link, submit, and then they ended up using casting us. So it's like always, social media is a big thing now, and a lot of auditions or things are going through. They post the thing on through social media, and then just have to email them and see what happens. Sometimes the jobs will still be on like on Actors
Mm-hmm.
Access, casting networks, or whatever, but they'll still filter out to people, hey, do you know someone like this or that? And I feel like that social media is a big part of this industry.
Yes. Amen. 100%.
Mhm.
Well, I know I don't want to keep you long, like I said, because you're a family and you're going to go somewhere. But thank you again for coming on.
No,
And
no, thanks for having me anytime.
where can people find you?
I mean, you could find me on Instagram. It's at Ricky M7. And then we have a family website where I post a lot of our jobs. It's called www.themontezfamily.com. And then some of the stuff that I was talking about, the Local Dreams, it's called Local Dreams, is our show that, or we're trying to make it a movie with me and my friends. It's called, and it's www.arrowloveproductions.com. So yeah, you can find me on there. It's Twitter, all my social medias are the same, Ricky M7.
Amazing. Since your wife is an actress, I would love to have both of you, you and your wife,
Yeah,
on my
she should. And
podcast.
what's funny is she only started doing the family stuff because her nephew, well, it's my nephew too now, but he's a big actor. He's on Cobra Kai.
Really?
Yeah, he's on like uh he's a little kid in Ted that takes a teddy bear. So she never really wanted to be an actor at all, you know. But then when we had kids, it's like, yo, you have to. This is part of it now. So she's
I would love to interview your nephew.
I'll tell him. I'll see. I'll reach out to him and see because
Yeah,
he probably would do it. He's really cool.
I would love to. And like I didn't mean to cut you off, but I
No,
would
no.
definitely love to have you and your wife and your nephew on my
Yeah, I'll
podcast.
reach out to a couple other buddies too. Like I was just with Anthony yesterday at this Chicano Hollywood event, and our friend Johnny runs Chicano Hollywood, and he always does the
Mhm.
same thing too. He has like a filmmakers forum, and he posts little jobs, that little castings that are through that community to see who who fits the specs and submit if you're if you're able. But yeah, I'll reach out to some friends and
Yeah, please do.
get you plugged in with some more peeps.
Thank you. I would love to
It's a great
keep
yeah, it was a great
growing
combo.
and
Yeah.
get the
Yeah, keep
support.
going, keep doing it, keep growing this like crazy, and you'll get more and more people. But yeah, I'll definitely reach out to my friends, and they do podcasts. My friend the Citric, he's on King of the Hill right now. And so he's been doing some podcasts. So I'll tell
Oh,
him
I
to
would love to have. I would
yeah,
love
I'll
to
tell
have
him
him
to
on.
jump on yours and make that connect. I'll link you guys up so you guys could talk. But it's cool. Yeah, it was fun. It was really fun.
No,
But
I
it's
pre
yeah.
please do, and please let me know about your nephew and everybody else, other guests you want to
Yeah, I'll do,
recommend.
and
And
I'll tell my wife how we, we'll talk, we'll do one, and yeah, any guests that I could come and think of, I'll send them your way.
yeah, but most definitely want to have you and your wife on at the same time.
Yeah, that'd be
So
fun.
we'll schedule that. Well, thank you again for coming on. I look forward to talking to you very soon.
All right, buddy. We'll have a good rest of your
You too.
Labor Day.
Thank you. Bye
All right.
bye.
Bye.